Hello out there. Today briefly, I would like to have a very brief information which I would like to pass across, to all my people, to all our people who are listening to this broadcast. I mean, to this presentation which I'm doing right now. And there's something I would like us, to really dig deep, and check and look over it, because a lot of our people, because when you see, education is nothing but what, but something that they have really twisted it, the way around. You are not being taught actually what you're supposed to learn in these schools, and most of the things which our people learn in school, is nothing but what lies. They've really twisted so many things, and the actual thing which you're supposed to get is not, in reality, is not what you're getting from the schools, and by using that, because mostly where this stuff affect a lot is in the case of history, and they've tempered with so much history. They don't tell people nothing, no truth about history. They don't even go in that direction. They try, if history is going toward this area, they are going towards the left. They are running even without looking their back, when they are going towards the left. So history moves straight, they are moving backward. So this education system, the educational system which your people are using, are seeing everywhere today, has nothing to do with your own with the interest of the people. This is the lies which they have been telling people for many years. But today, I want us to figure out, I want to bring out one issue in particular, so that we can be able to deal with this particular issue. And it is about the name Nigeria. Because a lot of people, some people must have come across this name, Nigerians, so many people, But what is the origin? What they told people, they thought, a lot of people in school, that Nigeria, when you hear the word Nigeria, that it comes from, from the word, from the river Niger. The word Nigeria came from the river Niger or something like that. This is all pure fabricated lies. And some people, they say, that name is just a name which was given or something like that, by the British flora or so. How? No. This name has a deep meaning. And the deep meaning of this name, they will not let the people know exactly. Now, I want to bring this thing to light, to people who can be able to grab what I'm about to say. Now, when you look around, you see that there is so much, when you look around, you see the population of the people, the black people, let me just put it, the Negroes who are outside, who are moving different places. You see that there's a lot of population of, there's a lot of, large number of Nigerians abroad, anywhere, around everywhere where you almost everywhere where you move around. Okay, but then ask yourself, why is it this way? And why is it that history about the term Nigeria has been hidden from the Nigerians? Not only from the Nigerians, but from every other person who is around, who has no historic background, the true historic background of where those names come from. So, like I said, clear your mind of whatsoever you've heard about Nigeria. For example, the origin of the word Nigeria. Let's focus these words today, Nigeria, for me to show you from a different perspective what the term Nigeria really and truly really means. Now, I remember what they said, that Flora was the one that gave the name Nigeria. And she gave, she was the one that brought the idea to give Nigeria the name Nigerians. But ask yourself, what name were Nigerians bearing before this name was instituted, before they gave Nigerians this name Nigeria? Now, I'm going to take you a little bit backward to history, a true history which has been, researched privately. When you go to an ancient map which was mapped out during the time of 15 centuries, you're going to identify and see that before there was a place called West Coast of Africa, West Africa. That place was originally called what? Negro-land. And before it was called Negro-land, those areas were called what? Were called Kingdom of Judah or Wida. kingdom of Waida, or kingdom of, some call it kingdom of Waida, some call it kingdom of Judah. I'm talking about what is today the area which you people call today West Africa. It was never before, before this time, it was never called West Africa. West Africa, the name West Africa just came up recently, and they are doing it to hide the original name. So now we're going to somewhere. So now the name West Africa came to replace the original name which the people who are living there were bearing, which is the Negro-land. Now that Negro-land is the area which was used by the Romans to identify a particular people who are living in that area. This is why they marked that area and they call it Negro-area, and they call it also Negro-land, telling you that the people who occupy this area of land are what? Are Negroes. So by doing that, they are by giving that area Negro-land or Negro-area, what they are automatically doing is they are identifying the people who are living in this area with that name, Negro-area or Negro-land. And when you go to the ancient map, which was, the map which was mapped during the time of 16th centuries or 15th centuries, you are going to see that the map clearly shows that those people who were living that area were called what? That area which is called West Africa today, were called Negro-area. So now, what happened? It was after they started, the Westerners, let me just say the Romans, they started, the Westerners, all of them, they started coming to us. Now they started doing what? Demarcating, to divide those areas. Before, there was nothing like Cameroon. There was nothing like Niger. Niger is the Niger, what they call Niger. You see it is just rightly located above Nigeria. So now there was nothing before this time, before this place was called West Africa. There was no division. So these areas were called what? Were collectively called what? Negro-area by what? By the Romans. So they used that term Negro-area to identify the Negroes who are living in that area. So now, get something. I was reading a Bible dictionary one certain time. I still got one of it, and it is Zondervan Bible Dictionary or so. Then I went under the term Ham, and they said something there. They said Ham became the progenitor of the dark races or something like that, But he said something, but not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, the Libyans, the Canaanites, and so. So now he said that Ham became the ancestors of what? Of the dark races, but not the Negroes. That is to say, they were telling you in that particular passage, in that particular place, that Ham is not the ancestor of who? Of the Negroes. Then that means, and now when you see, you now know that the Romans, they gave the Negro, these people who are living in the west coast of Africa, they gave the people that area the name Negro-land or Negro-area to identify the people who were living in this part of the world, that they are what? They are Negroes. So what happened is, they have seen that the people who are living there are going to be much more powerful if they should be left the same. In that group of people, they might one day, have a king that will rule the whole of Negro-land. So they say, no, they won't leave these people like that. What they are going to do is, they are going to demarcate them, and then, because when you divide them, when you cause commotions and divide them, you are going to have more powers. And this is why they did what? They demarcated the whole, they started doing what? Putting divisions, they created different countries out of what? Negro-land. And when they did it, they have Cameroon, Ghana, Nigeria, Niger, Gambia, Mali, just Burkina Faso, and so on and so forth of them, Senegal and so on, Liberia. So now when they did this, they know exactly what they were doing, because they never wanted the Negro people, now the Negro-land, now to come together and have a king over themselves. So what they did is, they now demarcated they cause confusion and bring division among these people. So, but then something happened. They left the largest portion of the people. Now they brought them together. They joined their heads together now, and they called them what? Nigeria. Telling you that these people who are called Nigerians are the same brothers who are in this area. Nigeria is a two word which means Negro-area. This same word Negro-area, meaning that the people who are living in this area are called what? Are the Negroes. So now, not only that, when you check the capital city of Cameroon, it is called Yaoundé. Yaoundé in the Hebrew means what? Is a French word which means what? Judah. And not only that, it means Judah. In the Hebrew, it means what? It means Yahudah. So that is telling you that the people who are living there are originally what? The people who are called what? The children of Israel. But they don't want to give the children of Israel who they are. The clue of who they are. So this is why they have been changing different names. They've been changing from Negro-land to West Africa, from West Africa to Nigeria. So now the terminology, the origin of the word Nigeria is two words involved, nigger and air. So now air is what? Is a prefix. It's something that was added. So now when you check the word nigger or negro means what? That word nigger means black. And now they did what? They combined these people. They are telling you that these people who are now living in this, the most populated nation, the most populated black nation in the continent of Africa at this time, yeah, is what? Is Nigeria. But then they are trying to cause what? They are trying to cause division between you and your other brothers. They are trying to separate you from your other brothers, because before they even called us Nigerians, we were what? We were Negro-land. That is to say, our own area moved far beyond the what is today called the west coast of Africa. I mean, somebody getting what I'm saying? So now we are being called Nigerians for a simple reason, because they know that the people who are living in that area are what? Are the Negro people. Are the Negro people. And these Negro people are what? These are the people who are called what? The Hebrew people. Now they use that name, Nigeria or Negro area, to further hide the identity of who these people